Germany is, but in that particular moment, you really Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Good evening and welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's broadcast of this match that kicks off round 7 of the 2025 Apex Steel WNPLSA season. It's between Adelaide University and West Torrens Birkalla. This is the start of a terrific weekend. It's the opening night of Female Football Week. There are plenty of events for that here at Service FM Stadium, and they include two fantastic WNPL games here on the main pitch. Well, at the start of the season, it's unlikely that many would have predicted that a round 7 clash between these two sides would be a meeting between 3rd and 5th. But Adelaide Uni, the home side tonight, have taken 11 points from their first 6 matches to be one of the early front runners in the league. Birkalla, arguably, are in even better form. After slumping to 3 losses in the first 3 rounds, they've hit back with 3 straight wins in the WNPL to get themselves into the top half of the table. It sets up an intriguing and difficult to predict clash, but both of these teams have the opportunity tonight to prove to any remaining doubters that they might just be the real deal in the 2025 season. Both sides won on this pitch just 5 days ago in their round 6 encounters. Adelaide University came from behind to defeat Flinders United 2-1, while Birkalla recorded a 4-0 victory over the defending champions Salisbury Inter. A quick look at the teams. For Adelaide Uni, the home side tonight, it's Evie Goldsmith in goals. The back 4 is Maddie Box, Sophie Burke, Emily Bouchereau and Molly Simmons. In midfield, it's Isabella Yaziello, Isla Sarush and captain Alicia Panagakos. And up forward, Nicole O'Neill and Chloe Richardson are either side of returning striker Mia McGranagan. You see the teams line up on the pitch. Adelaide Uni in the all-black, West Torrens Birkalla in their traditional yellow and black shirt. And they will have Kendall Jenner in goals, a back 3 of Mabel Day, captain Sarah Chappell and Nicole Robertson. In the middle, it'll be Elle Princess, Lena Vogelsang, Mariah Applin and Michaela Quinn. And up forward, Caitlin Reardon and Sasha Williams will be either side of Talia Bilardo. The two coaches, Duncan Song for Adelaide Uni and Chris Goddard for West Torrens Birkalla. And our officials today, the referee is Alexander Diamond, and the assistants are Samuel McLeod Banwell and Indiana Van Diesen. As the teams are getting ready now, close to kickoff, I have a special guest tonight, and it's absolutely great to have you on board, even though it's a shame you're not playing. But welcome to the commentary this evening, Lena Radler.
Yeah, hello everyone, and thanks for having me.
It's absolutely fantastic to have you, but unfortunately it's not for great reasons, because you suffered a broken wrist last week on this pitch in the match against Flinders United. So commiserations on that. What's the prognosis likely? How long do you think you might be out for?
Yeah, I'm going to have another x-ray next Monday where they're going to decide if I'm going to have surgery or not. But yeah, it will probably be around like 5-6 weeks until the bone is grown back together. Okay, well,
we hope that you can get out there as soon as possible. It's been fantastic to have you on board so far this season. You've had a great season so far. Have you been enjoying playing out in the competition here in South Australia?
Yeah, the soccer over here is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's, just brilliant.
Well, we'll talk a little bit more about your journey here and how it's been going so far, of course, apart from the very unfortunate injury that you have suffered. But you've been with the team during the week. How do you think they're set up for tonight, Adelaide Uni?
We had a good week of practice, even though it was kind of short. I mean, we played last Sunday and today is Friday, so we didn't have a lot of time to recover, but Birkalla is the same. They played on Sunday as well. We focused on their formation and what we want to do, and I feel like the girls look great tonight, and it will be an interesting game.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think you're right. As I mentioned in the build-up to the game, both teams in a strong position on the ladder. It's going to be West Torrens Birkalla to kick this one off. As I mentioned, they're in their normal, predominantly yellow shirt. They'll be kicking from left to right as you see it here at Service FM Stadium. That's towards the northern end. And it's Talia Bilardo over the ball, and we are away. Long ball, Bouchereau with the header. Reardon, who scored early last week for Berks against Inter, and has gotten the ball in. Oh, and fortunately, it's been deflected away for an early corner to Berks. And instant chance with a set piece. Some defending to do for the Uni players who aren't taking any chances. Every single player is in the penalty area defending. Here comes the corner. Bilardo, it's headed away, and a chance for Sarush to just help it forward, but no one ahead there for Uni, so Berks will be able to reload here through Mabel Day. Now here's Vogelsang, compatriot of Lena Radler, who's here with me tonight. Ball in there from Reardon, and it's just skipped past. There's Sasha Williams there that was advancing. And you've met your compatriot Lena Vogelsang since you've been here.
Yes, we met and we are good friends by now. She's a great person, a great soccer player. I'm glad she's here.
Yeah, well, it's all adding to the international flavour of the WNPL here in South Australia, which we absolutely love. Here's Sarush, but it's going to be Princess to take over for Berks. Chappell. Day. Reardon is up on ahead on the right. It's gone back to the left-hand side and Robertson. Chappell again. Adelaide Uni just sitting off at the moment. Happy to let Berks have the ball in the defensive areas early. Inboard by Reardon. Vogelsang. That's a nice ball back for Reardon. He gets the cross in and intercepted by Burke. He gets it away. Finds O'Neill. Yes, yellow. There's Day. Panagakos for Uni. Wanted to get the ball out towards O'Neill. It's going to go out for a throw, which Day will take. Vogelsang ahead. Making a move now. It's going to be headed away by O'Neill, who then brings the ball up the attacking left and gives McGranigan, returning tonight, something to chase. McGranigan, who's been playing in Scotland for Hamilton Academical for the last few months. Now Burks have it through Quinn. Robertson can switch now. There's space here on the right for Chappell. Wants to get the ball over for Bilardo in a foot race with Burke. That should go all the way through to Goldsmith. So, Lena, your most recent place you've played was in Louisiana.
Right, yeah, Louisiana Tech University.
How did you find the football there? Or just pause for a minute, that ball might stay in. Not quite. How did you find the difference in the football there compared to, say, here or back in Germany?
So Americans are really athletic. They get trained early in the weight room, and I feel like it's more like a kick ball, like they kick it forward and then they go 1v1, and yeah, it's really, back and forth. It's fast, but not as possessed as here. Okay.
Sounds like these are all good, different experiences to have when you're playing in your career in different countries.
Definitely, and you can take something from each country and bring it into your own playing style and develop. And
did you play? You've played at right back since you've been here with Adelaide Uni. Was that where you played mostly over there as well?
Left or right, fullback. I don't really care. Yeah.
Fantastic. Lena Radler with us, who has been part of this Adelaide Uni side this year and part of their terrific start to the 2025 Apex Steel WNPLSA season. And we thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, for bringing you this broadcast. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. There is Vogelsang. It's trying to turn, but it's been put out for a throw. Burke's probably just had a little bit more territory in these first 5 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It's going to be headed away though, but chance for a cross now. It's with O'Neill though for Uni. Has played it out to the right-hand side. Richardson wants to get the ball up to McGranigan. It's going to be a throw into Uni. I thought last week against Flinders, probably for the first 30 minutes, you're under a lot of pressure, but you turned it around really well.
Yeah, Flinders was definitely the better team in the first half, but we are good in switching the game in halftime. Duncan is a really good coach and finds the right words in halftime, so we were able to switch the game and come back, which was great.
And just under a bit of pressure here is Burke, and Goldsmith gets it away well. Day. It's going to be retrieved for Uni though by Richardson. Simmons just trying to get it up the attacking right though. Door was closed. And now it's back with Bouchereau. Now O'Neill's one-on-one here with Day. O'Neill wins the header. McGranigan has a chance, but covered off by Robertson, and that's going to be a free kick to Birkalla. Pretty even start so far.
Yeah, I feel like Birkalla is a little bit stronger in the beginning, but it's pretty even, yeah.
No real chances yet, just that one moment where the Birkalla cross from the left was deflected out. Now Williams trying to get a return ball there from Vogelsang, but it's been defended. Vogelsang again. Doesn't quite get it back. Burke. Williams intercepts. Vogelsang. Now, Perinsis has gotten up the attacking right. Tries to get it past Burke, keeps it in. It's going to be another corner, the second for Birkalla. Do you do set pieces practice a lot while you've been with uni?
Yeah.
Defending and attacking?
Yeah, we practice always after training for a bit and do our tactics on it. So yeah, we know what to do, I guess.
Well, certainly have everybody on board in defence, everybody in the penalty area. I think Sarush just stepping out. Corner comes in, and the header by Vogelsang is just going to go wide. Evie Goldsmith, who's been absolutely terrific so far this season in goals for Adelaide Uni, and in fact, Adelaide Uni are the lowest conceding team so far in the WNPL. Just 7 goals conceded in the first 6 games. Big key to the team's success, Lena.
Yeah, that's great. Evie is an awesome goalkeeper, and she saved us a lot of situations.
And I think to have players that have come into the defence as well, you know, someone like Molly Simmons, who's only really just starting to get a lot of miles into the first team.
Yeah, she's unexperienced, but in training I help her out a lot, and I try to give her my experience, and yeah, I think she's doing great so far.
Yeah, she's been very good so far. And her, Burke, yourself, you've all been combining very, very well. And of course, Evie Goldsmith backing up on many occasions. Now some more defensive work to do, but that is going to go straight through to Goldsmith. So before Louisiana, now I think you've played in both Germany and Austria.
That's right, yeah.
And which was the more recent? Were you in Austria more recently?
Yes, I started playing in Germany, and then I transferred to Austria, and then to America.
But the Austrian team was actually closer to your home, isn't it?
It was
because
actually,
yeah. You're very south in Germany.
Yeah, I only live 2 minutes away from the border.
Okay.
Yeah.
Williams turns, puts it in board to Vogelsang, up against the team she played for last season, trying to get a shot away, brings it back in board, and the shot is just wide there by Bilardo. Goldsmith knew her angles there and untroubled. We've played 10 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's Adelaide University 1, West Torrens, Birkalla, Adelaide University 0, West Torrens, Birkalla 0, but Birkalla with a bit more of the attacking impetus so far. And I understand that you came to Adelaide at very short notice.
Yeah, it was a pretty spontaneous decision, but I don't regret it at any time.
Fantastic. Talking to Lena Radler, Adelaide Uni fullback, with us on commentary this evening. It's going to be an Adelaide Uni throw. Right in the defensive right position, which Simmons will come and take. Only made the 3 starts in the senior team last season, Molly Simmons, so really establishing herself in the first side now. Birkalla just preventing Uni from clearing their lines at the moment. They have it through their captain, Chappell. Gets it back from Jenner. Jenner now to switch over to Williams. Box for company. Quinn wants to get Bilardo going there. Bilardo gets the touch first, brings it inboard. Oh, and Applin was lurking there, but the ball ran on to Goldsmith, who will be able to clear forward. Probably the biggest kick of all the goalkeepers in the competition as well, Evie Goldsmith. Can really launch them. And that might give O'Neill something to chase, but just went to cover the goalkeeper. Ball's gone out though, so it's going to be an Adelaide Uni throw. And Simmons comes up to take. Up the line. Trying to get McGranigan going, but that's going to go back Burke's way. And are you doing anything else while you're here? Any work or any study or anything like that?
Yeah, we work at Drake's.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like 11 to 15 hours a week just to keep us going and yeah, get some extra money.
Yeah, fantastic. And is there anyone back home that might be watching that you want to say hello to?
Yeah, I guess my parents are definitely watching, so...
You can speak in German if you like.
Oh, okay. Servus Mama und Papa, liebe Grüße nach Deutschland. Vielen Dank für euren täglichen Support und liebe Grüße gehen auch raus an meinen Edelfan Lude.
Fantastic. Hello to Lena's family and to anyone watching from outside of Adelaide. I'm sure there are people tuned in that have connections. Goldsmith. Burke now can advance. O'Neill's making a run. Sarouche. Oh, and that might just break for Bilardo here. And fortunately for Uni, that ball just went behind Reardon. And Uni are going to be able to clear. Richardson. Now here is McGranigan. Just wanted to skip past Chappell, but Chappell read that. Gets it back to Kendall Jenner. Jenner switches that out to Williams. Under pressure now. Back to Day, who's a former Adelaide Uni player herself. Plenty of players here with having had a foot in the other camp. Day again. Just slowing it down. Possibility for both of these teams to continue to move up the ladder with a good result today. Now that ball might get Williams going. Now Goldsmith comes and just got there in time and stabbed it away. Sasha Williams is quick. And very nearly got to that first. Here's Vogelsang. Goes the shot. Oh, and the deflection will, fortunately for Bouchereau, bounce to Goldsmith. Well, hasn't quite gotten onto that, and it's fallen to Vogelsang, who's been prominent so far. Aplin. Good challenge there, first by Simmons and then Bouchereau. Possibly this is a little bit like last week so far. Uni not quite in their full stride yet.
Yeah, I feel like we struggle to possess the ball. We're giving it away too early. Yeah, Duncan will probably have the right words in halftime so we can switch it up.
And to be fair, there's been a lot of positional movement since last week, so probably just a little bit of adjustment going on.
Yes, the girls have never played like this together, so they definitely need to get used to each other, and that takes time.
And with McGranigan back, going straight to the number 9 position. Of course, O'Neill has gone from a more central position to the left-hand side. And the defence, of course, has had to reshuffle as well. There's Simmons trying to head forward. Robertson trying to take position for Burks, and they have it now through Day. Now, Day's been having a bit of success getting the ball over to Williams on the right, but this time goes back to Chappell. These two teams are meeting in the WNPL for the 7th time. Just pause that for a moment because Williams is on the ball, and good bit of defensive work there by Matty Box. And so far, in their 6 meetings in previous seasons, it's 3 wins each. Burke's returned to the WNPL in 2022. And even though it's 3 wins each, the first 3 meetings between these two teams in the WNPL were all won by Uni, and the last 3 have all been won by Burke's. They're on the attack now through Applin. Turns. Ball's going to get out to Princess, who's got some time. Princess gets the ball in. Goldsmith is there. Last year, Burks won home and away. 3-2 in round 2. Goals from Chapel, Day and Princess. And the uni goal scorer that day were Alana Fitzsimmons, who's back today. Tremendous to see her back from an ACL. She's a substitute at the moment. And Lena Vogelsang scoring for uni against Burks in that fixture. And when they met in round 11, it was 3-0 to Burks. Chapel, Robertson and Day, the goal scorers on that occasion. So uni will be trying to reverse that tonight and keep their impressive start to the season going. Chapel taking the free kick. Day. Robertson. See, there's just the 3 centre-backs for Burks. Trying to push their wing-backs up higher. And that's what they're trying to achieve by getting Williams released there. As has happened a few times, Williams, Goldsmith's done really well there. Had to come forward to collect. And has done well again to end the danger. And she'll go long towards O'Neill. But Chapel should win that. Vogelsang. Just waits for Princess. Yes, Yellow was in the way. And Box will get it away again. Now, did you actually get to go back to Germany after you were in Louisiana? Or do I understand right, you were on holiday and you got called while you were on holiday?
Yeah, after my time in Louisiana, I went for a few weeks to Hawaii to family holidays. And then
just pause for a moment. Vogelsang's taken it out, but sorry, do continue, Lena.
And then I went home for 5 weeks to Germany for the Christmas time, spend some time with family and see everyone again before I left for Australia.
Fantastic. My guest tonight, Lena Radler, Adelaide Uni fullback. Watching her teammates up against Birkalla. Great to have you on board. Day. Chapel brings it across to Robertson. It's good numbers here tonight at Service FM Stadium all around the venue, with a lot of the female football week activities going along. Some of the small pitches being used for small-sided games. That's behind. You can probably see a few of them when the camera's at the right-hand goals. You see it now. Here's a moment. Ball from McGranigan nearly got through to O'Neill, but Day was there. It's been returned, but no pressure on this occasion on Jenna, who just allows the ball to go up for the goal kick. Have you had much of a chance to get around Adelaide and South Australia a bit? I know you've only been here for a short time.
Yeah, our teammates took us to a couple places. We went south to Port Noarlunga and we got to see some of the beautiful beaches. I saw a few kangaroos and koalas already, which is great. So yeah, we make sure to get the best out of the Australian experience.
Fantastic. Here is O'Neill, who's part of that experience, the Irish midfielder. It's going to be a throw for Uni on the attacking left, which Maddie Box will take, and really probably the first time, or one of the only times, that Uni have had control of the ball this far forward so far. Now touching board, and the shot there from McGranigan, and Jenna had to get there. But Burks have it through Reardon. Wanted to get the ball up to Applin, but good interception there from Molly Simmons. And you might know that there's actually a fairly famous German history here in Adelaide.
Really?
Yeah. German settlers were among the first to come to South Australia. Only 2 years after the English settlers came and founded the colony. So It's actually a long tradition of Germans here.
Yeah, no one has told me so far, so it's pretty interesting.
We'll chat later.
Yeah.
A lot of South Australians will know what I'm talking about. Of course, the Germans that came out here have now been here for about 180 years, so most of them don't speak German anymore, but that heritage is still found in a lot of places.
That's super cool.
O'Neill is just dispossessed there. Williams gets it inboard. Vogelsang now. The flag has stayed down against Bilardo. Bilardo trying to get an angle for a shot. Just wide. Oh, that was a big chance for Birks. But it's a goal kick. It was a pretty close call of the assistant referee there, but the flag stayed down. And Bilardo, that's probably as close as anyone's come so far. Ball to McGranagan, didn't quite find its target. It's going to be Matty Box to take the throw. We're about halfway through this first half. Still the score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's Adelaide University 0, West Torrens Birkalla 0. But as we know from last week, if Uni can find their stride, they didn't start that game well against Flinders. They came back to win. But they're under pressure again here with Applin trying to get the ball out to Williams. Box should get there first. Wants to see it out and win the free kick. Probably not quite enough pace on that ball on that occasion. Matty Box, who is one of the players who has come up through the juniors at Adelaide Uni, started to establish herself in the senior team last year. O'Neill. Challenged by Princess. Bilardo has it again. But Panagakos will get that away. Chappell. That's with Yaziello. Just gets it past Princess. Yaziello wanted to get McGranagan going. Burke's defending well so far. Day. Chappell. Reardon wants to take off on the left, but it goes to Robertson. Back to Chappell. It's come out to Williams. Vogelsang wants to get her going again. And that pace of Sasha Williams taking on Burke, gets it inboard. There's the dummy for Applin. Another opportunity, and it's all coming down the right-hand side here, Lena.
It is, unfortunately, yeah. Burks are taking more and more of the game, and we're struggling.
It'll be interesting to see if Duncan Song, the uni coach, looks at how the team is set up. But that's been the main outlet for Burks so far, is getting Williams going on the right with Vogelsang inboard. And they've just knocked on the door a couple of times. Here's Jenna. Chappell. Oh, and Panagakos has won that. O'Neill gets the turn. Does well. Yaziello. Burks have retreated well, but O'Neill has it. Box. Panagakos, bit of controlled possession now. Bouchereau. Simmons. Richardson. Oh, that touching board is going to be intercepted. And Burks have won it back. Still under pressure there, Applin. And that should be a free to Adelaide Uni. And I think this might be a set-piece opportunity. They might swing one into the box here.
Yeah, I think they're going to serve it in and hopefully get a header on it. And, yeah, it was a good play right now. We're doing a little bit better now. Yeah.
It's just strung some passes together in a more attacking position probably for the first time there.
Yeah, definitely. I think we switched positions a little bit. Nicole went to
the middle.
And Mia got out to the wing and Isla on front as a striker now.
Here's Sarouche to deliver into the penalty area. O'Neill, and it's headed, and it's a goal! And I think McGranagan's got it.
I think it was Chloe.
It was Richardson, was it?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it had been directed to O'Neill, but it had fallen a little bit shorter. And against the run of play, Adelaide Uni have done it again. Yeah, confirmation from the ground announcer that it was Richardson that got the header in the 28th minute. And that is an absolutely perfect use of a set-piece situation when the team probably hasn't played as well so far as they would have liked.
No, we were really lucky with that. And now we need to, hopefully get the energy back from that and, play better.
Chloe Richardson has her second for the season. And now they might be away again through O'Neill. Sarouche, who's gone to the number 9 position, is ahead. That ball was sent back to O'Neill, but Jenna's going to come and get it away. But Uni have their tails up now, and Panagakos has it. Gets it back from Simmons. And that ball in board is intercepted by Parensis. Bilardo just has to check back. Here goes Applin. Rides one challenge. Reardon. Ball in board. Doesn't quite get to Bilardo. That was an important interception by Burke. And Uni get it away. It was a great header too. Really angled that beautifully inside the back post.
It was. She showed all her quality and finished strongly.
Another one of the young brigade here at Adelaide Uni, Chloe Richardson, over from the Football SA program. And has been very prominent in attack for Adelaide Uni, and they are on their way again. Well, Burks, they have been in good form in recent weeks, but they have been front runners in those games. They haven't had to come back from behind, so this will be an interesting test for the team in yellow. It's just been put out, and then Applin will go and take the throw. Doesn't quite get to Vogelsang. Another throw for Applin. And just being driven back by the Uni defence. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. So, will we see a bit more? I feel like it's wrong to say more urgency from Birkalla because they did show a fair bit before the goal went in.
They did, yeah. They were the leading team. They had more of the momentum, and here we go again.
Here goes Williams again, who's been prominent in the attacking right position for Burks. That's good control by Quinn. Brings it in board. Applin! He's had a couple of sighters now, Mariah Applin, and you don't want to give her too many opportunities. Got 2 goals last week in Burke's win over Salisbury Inter. And of course, one of the noted goal-scoring midfielders in the WNPL, Mariah Applin. But the score remains on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Adelaide University 1, West Torrens, Birkalla nil, goal to Chloe Richardson in the 28th minute. Now, Sarouche tries to get O'Neill going. Ball's been put out for a throw. Simmons coming up from the right back position to take it. O'Neill's in the penalty area. Making a run now. It's going to be brought out of defence. And that's going to be a little bit too far for Reardon. Ball manages to go straight down the players' tunnel. Simmons now. That last touch is, well, in the end it was off Chappell. It's going to be a uni throw. Just working their way back up the attacking right. O'Neill trying to turn 2 Burks players around her. Wary of the threat. Once again, it's going to be a Burks throw, uni throw I should say, on the attacking right. Can they get this to Sarouche? He can keep this in, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Well, you've gone 1-0 up. Is there a change in the way that you look at the game now as a team? Do you switch into a slightly more defensive way of looking at things, or do you just keep trying to do the things you normally do?
Yeah, I think we should just keep going. I'm not a fan of defending or starting to defend more that early in the game. I always say attacking is the best defense. So, yeah, just possess the ball and keep playing our game.
Now, a yellow card's been shown, and I think it might have been given to Panagakos there. Ball brought back for a free kick to Burks. Gives them a set-piece opportunity, which Princess will take. Now, I have seen El Princess sometimes try to surprise by actually going directly at goal, even from these distances, but I think Evie Goldsmith's probably going to be quite ready for that. They're setting a wall just in case. 3 players, even though it is such a long distance. Princess does chip it over in the end, and it's headed on by Vogelsang, but into the arms of Goldsmith. Evie Goldsmith with that thumping kick of hers. Now, when Sarouche didn't realise the ball was ahead of her as it was bouncing around, and had she realised, might have been able to bear down on goal. But it's with Burks at the moment. Lila Sarouche, another player that's come from the NTC program in the off-season. That's a good ball from Williams. And Vogelsang's got on the other side of Yaziello here. Vogelsang, there's plenty of players in the middle. Bilardo saved by Goldsmith. And cleared by Simmons. That's another great break by Burks, and that was really good by Vogelsang to find a way out wide from the central position.
Yeah, she's fast. She found the right assist though. It was a great assist, but unfortunately they missed.
We can't say Burks haven't had their chances, but when they have been on target, Evie Goldsmith's been up to the challenge. Now, another chance to get Bilardo going. Goldsmith again was alive to it. And, well, Evie Goldsmith was a WNPL Goalkeeper of the Year back in 2018. But I don't think she's ever played better than she has this year so far. Having a great season. Vogelsang with Yaziello for company. Well, that header's going to fall to O'Neill, though. McGranigan back in board. Yaziello wants to get McGranigan going. Covered by Mabel Day. Good move, Adelaide Uni. Box to come up to take. Just about 7.5 minutes left of this first half. O'Neill getting into space again, as she so often does from those sorts of situations. This time it's McGranigan. Has Williams for company. That's going to be a goal kick. I have to admit, Lena, I very much enjoyed, as a fan who likes watching good football, I very much enjoyed the goal you guys scored to get the winner. Your run down the right and pulling it back for Nicole. That was a lovely bit of play. Yeah,
we've actually been looking for this for so long. We were sitting at home in the evenings talking about how we combine and want to score, and yeah, it was finally there, and yeah, it was such a good moment, and we were super happy with it. Yeah, I thought what was terrific was, well, your run, you went past a couple of players, but Nicole just hung back. She didn't get sucked in too far forward, so there was a nice angle there. Yeah, I was looking for the cutback, and luckily Nicole was there. And well, sorry, we're just going to interrupt because Bilardo's got the other side of the defence here. Bilardo might get a shot in. Good defence by Burke in the end, but Bilardo has it back. That was a quick break. And now Princess, who's in goal-scoring form. Still going Princess. Brings it in board, trying to get Vogelsang. Good defence, Panagakos. And finds O'Neill. Vogelsang comes and that's going to be a foul. Some great quick passages of play there. But, yeah, that does look like something that you guys might have worked on, that goal that you got the winner with last week. Yeah, no, definitely. We want to bring me forward, overlapping once, and it worked quite well, yeah. Long from Goldsmith to where Richardson was. Now, Applin wants to get Reardon going. Bouchereau is there. Robertson. Now, the break could be on here. Sarouche. O'Neill has taken off on the right. O'Neill now. Oh, it's just gone a little bit too far. And could have been an opportunity to get a ball in one-on-one to McGranigan. But it's gone out for a throw. Here's Mabel Day. Princess. Burke in the way. Sarouche. O'Neill. And was it kept in? No, it wasn't. It's going to be a Burke's throw, and we're getting very, very close to half-time. Great start to round 7. Of course, 2 matches going on at the moment. It's also out at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park. It's Adelaide Comets against Salisbury Inter. And then there are 2 more matches tonight here at 8:15. On this pitch, it'll be Flinders United against West Adelaide. And over at Adelaide City Park, Adelaide City will face Metro United. 1 game tomorrow out at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre. 2:30 p.m. Campbelltown against Football SA NTC. It's just gone past McGranigan out for a throw. Day to take once Vogelsang. Williams, good challenge box. Out for a throw. Getting close to the half-time break, so I'm sure that's on the minds of the Adelaide Uni players. Don't want to concede in these last few minutes. But Burks have the throw. Vogelsang offers again, but it goes to Applin. It's going to get cleared though. Day with the header. Yaz Yellow. And one of McGranigan there, but too long in the end.
Day with the throw, just ahead of the halfway line for Birks. Bilardo heads on, but it's going to get it. Sorry, it was Applin. It's going to get it on to Williams. Williams now wants to shoot with the left, and probably not Sasha Williams' preferred foot. Well, how can you sum up the first half so far? We've got a couple of minutes left, but what do you think of what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think Birkalla was definitely the stronger team to start with. But since our goal, we got the energy and we're staying in there. And yeah, it's probably going to be an interesting second half. And yeah.
Free kick given there to Day. My guest tonight is Adelaide Uni fullback Lena Radler, here in the WNPLSA from Germany. Is it Scheidegg, the town?
That's correct, yeah. Scheidegg.
So close to the border, it's almost in Austria. It's
right. I can basically walk over there.
Crazy. We can't imagine these things in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, you live on an island. That's pretty fair.
Throw in for Uni as we get into the last 60 seconds. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Chappell gets the ball to Bilardo, and Vogelsang's ball forward was just intercepted. Goldsmith, good kick there under pressure towards McGranigan. Bounces over the Uni striker, although she has gone to the left side now, Mia McGranigan. Day with the throw, O'Neill in the way, but it's fallen to Parensis. There's yellow. That's probably going to be one of the more easy decisions that referee Alex Diamond is going to make. Free kick to Yaziello there. Alex Diamond, the ref. The assistant refs are Samuel McLeod-Banwell, who's on the far side, and on the near side, it's Indiana Van Diesen. We are now into stoppage time at the end of the first half, and Goldsmith goes long towards O'Neill. Wants to get the header on, but Quinn was there. Panagakos coming through for Uni. And that's out for a throw. Hasn't been too many stoppages, so probably not a lot of time, I would say, to be added here. O'Neill. It's been cleared, but not fully. Vogelsang comes through with the header, but it drops to Yaziello Panagakos. That's going to go through to Kendall Jenner. Play continues. Chappell. And that is half time. And it's been a fascinating first half. Birks with the better of the play for most of the first half of this first half. But a header from Chloe Richardson in the 28th minute from an Isla Sarouche free kick put Adelaide Uni in front. It's been a little bit more even on the balance of play since then, but the halftime score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions, it's Adelaide Uni 1, West Torrens Birkalla 0. I've got Germany's Lena Radler with me, Adelaide Uni fullback. We are going to have to go to a break, but stay on this broadcast. In about 10 minutes' time, after some ads and some messages, we'll bring you the second half of this Apex Steel Round 7 WNPLSA match.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Labasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Busasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingas.
Jason Konstantinopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Kristen Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Headed away. Only to Metro Stars though, edge of the box here. Visser. Now Gow with a little flick. Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on. What a goal.
Reno, oh wow! Oh my god! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
Ryan Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. Mine's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8.
Costelli being to it by Caden. Now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half-time, David.
That's a beautiful finish. Just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement and the celebration of football, Football SA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Can they do something here? Plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker. Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, if the Lisa kicks are played well instead of
Have a shot. It's gone in. Tomley and Bonner and Distos, who we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes just come right into the game. Edgewood is 1-0 up.
Through to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. Long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge, and it looked like Elliott never picked it up, and Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away. Or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun. But did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Ghana United like home the football. always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resis, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Make its way through to Nicola despite the deflection. Here's Hazelwood, who does well to control the ball with the head. Hazelwood storming into the area, tries the shot, great save. And that should give Elliott a bit more confidence. He's done really, really well there. That ball was travelling.
Here's Hood, just needs to finish, gets it past Murphy. Needs to have some sort of hit. And Murphy manages to backpedal and make the stop.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Adelaide Atletico has been built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks, are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Welcome back to Service FM Stadium for this round 7 match of the Apex Steel NPLSA season between Adelaide University and West Torrens Birkalla. And at half-time, the score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions is Adelaide University 1, West Torrens Birkalla 0. Goal scored by Chloe Richardson in the 28th minute. And it'll be Uni kicking off in this second half. They'll be kicking from left to right. That's to the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. My special guest tonight is Adelaide Uni fullback Leno Radler. It's absolutely fantastic to have had you on board so far. And what do you think Duncan might have told the Uni players at half-time with a 1-0 lead?
Yeah, he probably just told them to keep playing our game, play soccer. We're actually capable of possessing the ball, just didn't show it quite well in the first half. Yeah,
I think probably on the balance of play, the things might have been a little bit different, but Uni took their chance through Richardson, and even though Burks have made a couple of really good chances, they've either not been able to get them on target, or when they have, Evie Goldsmith has been up to the task. Now, another opportunity, a very similar position to where the goal was scored from, actually at the other end. Sarush's delivery, it's going to be cleared away by Chappell though. And Williams wants to get that up the wing. It's been kept in. Box wants to get it up the attacking left. Princess has it, but facing her own goal. Puts it out for a throw. Poor old Lena has just been having to listen to me at half-time. Take her on a whirlwind tour of South Australian and Australian history.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Well, money's on the way, Lena, for the nice comments. But as I so often say, we do love to have overseas players join our competition and always create so much interest in talking points. Applin there with the back heel on, trying to get Bilardo going. Here's Yaziello. Haven't picked up any changes that might have been made at half-time, but if we do, we'll let you know. Burke still operating with their back three, which has Sarah Chappell on the board, ball there in the middle. And here's Vogelsang. And he's looking at Reardon, but the path was blocked, went back to Robertson. Quinn, Chappell, Day, Williams, Applin. That's going to be covered off by Burke though, and I feel like with the exception of those breaks down the right that Burks did really well with, I think in all other aspects, Uni have actually defended well though.
Yeah, no, our defense is standing there and holding up really well, yeah.
And there's Bilardo trying to test that, but that's going to be easy enough for Goldsmith. It is, of course, reshuffled due to, unfortunately, you not being there, and Molly Simmons has gone to your normal spot in right back. Sophie Burke has come into centre back, and Maddie Box has gone to left back. So, all things considered, it's a big reshuffle. Oh, and that ball might just be a bit short. And Goldsmith's had to concede a corner there in the end. So, chance for a set piece from Burks, and fortunately, Evie's been pretty quick off her line tonight.
Yeah, no, she's doing a great job. Yeah, as you said, she's probably one of the best goalkeepers in this league, and yeah, holding our goal pretty good, yeah.
Here's the corner. Delivered by Applin, it's high. Vogelsang, it's headed away by Panagakos, and the shot from Day. It's out for a goal kick. Has there been, I mean, I try not to talk about it too much. Adelaide Uni have had a really rough period over the last few years, but there's been a lot of talk around the club, just a bit of excitement about the fact that the season's really started well, and you all just seem so positive about the way you're playing and the results you're getting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've not been part of the past, but as long as I'm here, it's really, really positive. A really supporting team. It's trying to be a good soccer family. Everyone is welcomed, and yeah, it's great.
Well, you may or may not be aware, or just call the action here because Applin has it on the attacking right. Turns nicely, Applin. Just Burke gets the other side of her again, inboard. Still, Uni just can't clear the lines there, but that shot's going to go harmlessly for a goal kick. But you may know, but Adelaide Uni really is one of the pioneers of women's soccer in South Australia. When the first leagues were formed in the late 1970s, the old SAUSA, the South Australian Women's Soccer Association, Adelaide Uni was there from the start.
Okay.
Well, here's a chance. No, it's Panagakos, and I think it was not great to see them having such a hard time, and this is a little bit more normal if you're looking at history, a strong Adelaide Uni side.
Well,
always a chance and a goal. No, it's put wide. Oh, gee, Burks are going to rue some opportunities here. Williams on that occasion had the goal at her mercy. But Uni live again. Maybe it's meant to be this year.
Yeah.
Now, Goldsmith with the goal kick. Simmons brings it down. Just wanted to get that up the wing to Richardson, but that's going to be a throw in. Quinn, Robertson, Vogelsang, Quinn. Good defending there by Bouchereau. There's yellow. Goldsmith wants to get out to where O'Neill is. Day. And Burks are away again with Vogelsang. Puts it in board and Bilardo, oh, it's hit the post, I think. Or did Goldsmith flap that away? It's a corner, so Goldsmith obviously got a touch there.
Yeah, really important touch of F. Great job.
Burks knocking on the door again. They've taken the corner quickly. Can Applin get it in? Panagakos can get it away, and anywhere will do. Jenna's got some retrieval work to do here for Burks. And we'll send it straight back. There's numbers on the attacking right. That was an important header in the end from box. But, well, there's been plenty of warnings now that...
Yeah, we're shaking back there.
Yeah, it's going to be a free kick. And just a little bit more pressure being added. There's a long way to go in this one. Burke's fighting to get back into this game. 1-0 deficit at the moment, and they have had their chances. But they might rue them if they don't find a way forward here. To actually get themselves on the board. Free kick comes in. Vogelsang's there. Panagakos won it. And a free kick's been given to Adelaide Uni. Well, looking at the bench for Adelaide Uni, and there's not a lot of defensive players there. So probably not looking at reshuffling anything in a defensive area, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Whenever some changes might get made.
Yeah, I think the defense is probably going to stay throughout the game. I'm certain that Alana Fitzsimmons will be a substitution that might be made soon. You'll see.
Yeah, she did come on as a substitute in the reserves match last week here. That was played on pitch number 2 and set up a goal, I understand, in that game, Alana Fitzsimmons. Great to see her back after such a long... had the misfortune of calling the game that she suffered that injury in, and it was a terrible moment. She'd scored in that game earlier on, and before having to leave injured. Looking forward to seeing her back out here. Vogelsang. Robertson. Now that might run on for Reardon. And again, there are players in the middle. Reardon gets around Burke. Reardon! It's gone to the back post. And Uni's goal continues to live, I think it's fair to say, a charmed life.
Yeah.
Goldsmith to relieve with the goal kick again. The Uni subs are warming up. It'll be interesting to see if we get a change soon. Of course, it's only been 5 days since the last league game. We were here on Sunday. Now, it does affect both sides, but of course, it does mean that it's two sets of players that might just feel that little bit of fatigue a little bit earlier than normal. We shall see. Yellow. It's lost out there. Reardon puts it back in board. Bilardo. And not able to get it past Bouchereau. O'Neill, Simmons, Richardson in board. Touch from Sarouche for O'Neill. Hasn't had a big say yet, but we know what she can do. That's a good ball from Sarouche to Richardson. Chance for Uni to get a ball in. Richardson's cross has gone to Jenna though. And Princess has a lot of space here to drive into. Wants to get the ball out to Bilardo. Bouchereau's winning the race there and puts it out. Another throw in for West Torrens Birkalla. Reardon to take. Wants a bit more movement ahead of her. Panagakos is going to be able to clear. Ball's gone out. We might have to collect that one ourselves, Lena. Nobody on this side, so another ball has been called for. Throw in for Burks. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Applin just wants to get it over the top there, but another ball has gone over. I think we might have someone now able to help, or well, Caitlin Reardon has had to do the retrieval work herself. Applin with the throw. Princess is in board. Now, has a change been made? Keep you up to date on that. Well, my attention was diverted to the ball retrieval. Yeah. Jazz Franks has come to the left back position. She's on for Quinn. And that's a defender for a midfielder, but in reality, it's not changing the three centre backs, that system that Burks are playing with. Header one there by Chappell. Williams has kept it in. Now, Uni trying to work their way up the left-hand side, but path is blocked. Here's Panagakos trying to hold on and does so. Simmons, Bouchereau. Oh, Reardon's intercepted there. Under pressure from Yellow. Going to get the free kick. No changes yet for Uni, but their players continue to warm up. What do you do as a player in these situations, Lena? You're feeling like you're under a bit of pressure. There's about half an hour to go. Do you try to sort of sometimes talk to your teammates and see about how you can reset things, or do you just sort of wait for your any instruction? Or
no, I always make sure to tell them it's all good. I mean, we're still 1-0 in lead. Don't stress about it and keep the ball, play our style of soccer. And
crosses come in, and the header is in, and Burks have equalised. It came in off the crossbar. And, well, Lena, they probably was coming.
Yeah, we saw that coming. They kind of deserved it. Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't able to pick up who got it. But Bilardo has been credited by the ground announcer, and that means that the score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions is West Torrens, Adelaide University 1, West Torrens Birkalla 1. So Alana Fitzsimmons makes her return and is onto the field now in the attacking left position. She's come on for Mia McGranigan, who has, I don't think, been back in the country for very long after playing in Scotland. So an instant response from Duncan Song, and it is absolutely fantastic to see Alana Fitzsimmons back out there. So a little bit of a reshape of things, because McGranigan had been in the number 9 position. Fitzsimmons appears to be going to the left side of the attacking 3, and it might be Sarush that's gone to centre forward now for Adelaide Uni. Box there, just it's going to go out. Thrown for Burks. One. And Applin now just trying to get it up the attacking right. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Well, we're probably at a point where we can perhaps think about what would this do to the standings. Uni would go to 12 points with a point tonight, and whether they advance on the table or not will depend on what's going on at LJ Hooker Myland Sports Park between Adelaide Comets and Salisbury Inter. Now, Burks would join Metro on 10 points, but there's a lot of teams bunched up in the middle reaches of the table, so what would that do? O'Neill trying to make something happen. Good challenge by Chappell. Now Uni going to... No, that's going to be a Burke's throw. To be taken by Reardon. Wanted to get Applin going. And Applin nearly won that off Bouchereau. Yazillo. Oh, that's gone out. It's going to be another throw in. Vogelsang just turns. Yazillo for company, puts it in board, but that's only going to find a black shirt. Continue that Salisbury Inter's leading 1-0 at Adelaide Comets at the moment. That game's been running for about as long as this one has. And it's going to be a free kick to Adelaide Uni there. Sorry, I just got distracted while I checked the score at LJ Hooker Myland Sports Park. And, well, that would be a bit of a turn-up, because even though Inter, of course, are the defending champs, they go into that game after a pretty bad day out 5 days ago, losing 4-0 to this Burke side, having had a player sent off early in the game. So they probably wouldn't have been favourites to go to Comets and get the win. But, well, not the champs for nothing, Salisbury Inter. Still, a lot can happen at both venues. Burke. Yazillo. It's been intercepted. It's back with Vogelsang. Applin now decides against the ball up the wing now. It goes to Williams. Perinsis. Good challenge. And that's going to be a uni throw. I suppose you probably haven't played in a league where it's all really in one city. You would have probably been in other places where you've done a lot of travelling.
Definitely, yeah. In America, we actually flew to some other universities, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I was surprised as I got here. I was like, wait, what? The longest ride is like 30 minutes or so? I'm like, how is that possible?
Well, just thinking about that, I mean, being in Louisiana, was the league structured so that there were a lot of states around the south, or did you go anywhere in the country?
It was a little bit structured, but we still had to go to Florida, to New Mexico, to Charlotte. So yeah, I saw a lot of the country, which was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. If you do that here, it'll have to be with your own travel. Now, Richardson's done really well to get around the assistant referee as well as Jazz Franks there, but that last touch was too close to Kendall Jenner. If you've just joined us, my special guest is Lena Radler, who is unfortunately injured, but has been part of this Adelaide Uni setup since coming here from Germany at the start of the season. And having a very different experience playing in Adelaide, where, as we've just been mentioning, all the teams are in the one city. It's a bit of a reality here in Australia because all the cities are so far away from each other and they all pretty much have their own competition.
Yeah, that's incredible that we have so many talented girls in one city to be able to have our own league.
Here's Jazz Franks. Gets it back to Jenner. And I just feel there's been a bit of a settling since that last goal. It's almost as if Berks have almost, I won't say they've taken their foot off the pedal, but I've almost just had a little bit of relief that they got that goal and they probably haven't pushed quite as hard since. Maybe that's just been the flow of the game.
Yeah, I think we kind of woke up and we need to play forward. So yeah, it's staying interesting.
O'Neill, free kick given there. Might have been a touch unfortunate. But Princess was that little bit closer to the ball, so Burks have it. Robertson, Franks. Jenner. Now, Burks try to build up the right. And that's going to run all the way through to Evie Goldsmith. Who goes long. Robertson wins it. Vogelsang, who's had a pretty good game. Chappell. Williams. Applin. It was a good build-up. Panagakos was in the way, though. Applin has it back. Bilardo wants to get it through. It's tough work in there at the moment. Perinsis, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Well, Female Football Week is here. South Australia is ready to celebrate the players, clubs and community members driving the women's game forward. Find out more by searching footballsa.com.au. Franks now gets it inboard to Bilardo. Cleared by Burke. Nearly, here's Fitzsimmons. Box. Fitzsimmons wants to turn and does well to ride the challenge and gets it back to Box, who's kept the run going. Now, that nearly found Sarouche. But now it could be a break at the other end, but Burke should be able to get there first and put it out for a throw. Birkalla now. Fitzsimmons coming into challenge, but Princes still has it. It's going to run on to Goldsmith. Well, big kick. Robertson's there. Oh, it's gone backwards, and O'Neill might be able to get there. Franks has had to get an important clearance in, and it's found Vogelsang. Applin just didn't know where it was, so Panagakos takes over. Just wanted to chip it over for Richardson, but Robertson's there. Applin. Reardon giving chase, but Bouchereau will cover that off. Goldsmith. Richardson. O'Neill. O'Neill now gets past Robertson's challenge. Still O'Neill. Has two players for company. And the danger's cleared in the end from a Burke's point of view, but McGranigan has it back. And Burke. Panagakos. That's going to go straight to Franks. Now Burks have numbers in midfield here, and it's Princes. Williams. Oh, well done there by Box. And now there could be a counter-attack on. Box wants to get O'Neill going. Important cover there by Day. And I feel like the game's a little bit stretched now, Lena.
Yeah, definitely we are coming back, and I think Alana Fitzsimmons gave some energy there on the left side. And yeah, it's pretty even at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's gone from end to end a little bit more than it has been so far in this game. It's been a bit less compact in these last few minutes. And yeah, Fitzsimmons has made an instant impact on the attacking left. O'Neill looking like she's getting a little bit more prominent now. Gone to more of a number 10 position, I think, having started out wide. Uni coach Duncan Song making the changes. Here's Fitzsimmons. Still going. Still. Shots blocked. But Uni having this a little bit more on their terms at the moment. But just as I say that, they've turned it over. Important interception by Burke to make sure there was no damage. Panagakos. They're just now building up the attacking left, and a chance to get the ball through to Fitzsimmons. The flag stays down. Well, free kick's been brought back for the foul. I don't know. I thought maybe there was a chance to keep that going.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this decision, but it's made. We take it.
Yeah.
We've scored from a free kick before, so...
Yeah, very good point. Yeah. Could they, Adelaide Uni, do it again? Duncan Song just giving some instructions. Plenty of players for Uni coming to the edge of the penalty area. Now, it's headed away though. Williams has it. He's got past one challenge, and they want to see if they can make the break themselves here, Burks, but it's been put out for a throw. Applin. There's no one in the middle for Burks at the moment. Applin, finally Reardon's got there. And that's going to be a free kick. And that's in a dangerous position. This is a spot that Mariah Applin, you fancy, might try with a left foot shot. Oh, a goal now, with 15 minutes to go. That would make it tough in the finish.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah. Princess is there. Also a candidate for a shot. You would think it's going to be direct from this sort of distance. Applin lines up as well. Here it comes. Applin, it was just always rising. Goal kick. And still just the one change made by Adelaide Uni. Goldsmith all under pressure. It's broken to Reardon. Good bit of defending there by Simmons just to hold that bit of play up, and then Panagakos gets it away. Perinsis. And it's going to break to Burke in the end. It's going to be a free to Vogelsang. A shot is just wide. Throw in for Applin on the attacking left. Panagakos with the headers. She's had to do a lot of defensive work, Alicia Panagakos. Here's O'Neill. Richardson, that's going to be asking a bit too much with the return ball. Here's Robertson. We're set for a big finish in these last 13 minutes. It's been a really, really entertaining match. And the score, with nearly 78 minutes played on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. For all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions, it's Adelaide University 1, West Torrens Birkalla 1. Chloe Richardson opening the scoring in the first half for Uni, and Talia Bilardo with the equaliser for West Torrens Birkalla. It's still Comets 0, Salisbury 1 at Salisbury into 1 at LJ Hooker Mylan Sports Park. That game has travelled a similar distance to this one. Goldsmith now, 12 minutes to go, plus whatever time for stoppages will get added. Now that's going to go to Robertson. Yaziello just wants to drive forward to O'Neill. Yaziello kept the run going. Still Yaziello. Gets the ball in board. That's a good idea, but just a little bit too much on it. And just getting there before Fitzsimmons was Burke's keeper, Kendall Jenner. Burke. O'Neill. Yaziello. Fitzsimmons wanted to just chip that through to Sarouche. Now, Burks have it through Vogelsang. Oh, that's a good ball. And Reardon was on the way there, had a collision with Simmons. Burke. Trying to get Fitzsimmons going. Well, it's a tight finish, Lena. Really, it just gets down to if one of these teams take their chance.
Yeah, I think if a goal is happening in the next few minutes, that's going to be the game winner, I guess. It stays interesting till the end, how we expected it to be. And, yeah, we stay in here.
Yeah, I think we're expecting this to be a tight game and hasn't surprised in that sense. Burke's probably edging the balance of play, but got to take your chances as well. He did finally get that equaliser through Bilardo. It's going to be Uni with a throw now. We are in the last 10 minutes of regulation time on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Still, Adelaide Uni 1, West Torrens Birkalla 1. O'Neill. Now here's a chance. Fitzsimmons gets it out to the right. There's a chance here for Richardson to get across. O'Neill is there. If it gets that far, it's headed away. And Reardon gets it away, but here's Yaziello. Puts it out wide. Well, good challenge there by Reardon. And gets a good ball over to where Simmons is, to where Williams is, I should say. Williams now brings it inboard. And won there by Burke. Yaziello, it's just gone past Yaziello. Vogelsang can retrieve. Gets it back from Chappell. Vogelsang trying to play their way through here, Burks. And that's a good ball to the attacking left. And just put out in the end there by Simmons. Well, Leonard Vogelsang's just got some really good ideas in the middle, doesn't she, when it comes to just trying to play that little ball through the defenders.
Yeah, she's a really soccer smart player. She got the German soccer education, and you can really see that in her game.
Corner for Burks. It's close to goal, but well claimed by Goldsmith. And Goldsmith can get Richardson away here. O'Neill. Richardson, that might just run out though. Remember, there was a period of time where Vogelsang was at uni and was kept in the reserves for a long time and was scoring lots of goals and couldn't understand it. Eventually, she finally got into the first team and showed us all what she can do. Just got fouled then by Panagakos. Now, Princess might try to put this into the penalty area. See if she can find a teammate's head. You would think that any goal now could well be the winner. It's chipped in. Vogelsang just flicks it on. It's headed away from Burke. Bit of head tennis going on, and O'Neill gets it away. Chappell. Ball just wouldn't sit for Sarah Chappell there. Box puts it out, but Burks will have the throw. Uni about to make another change. And it looks like Nikki Papageorgiou is coming on. Goes straight to help out the defence. Who are facing a throw-in. And another one. Vogelsang. Good challenge there, Panagakos. O'Neill. Now, Richardson has something to chase here. Franks will get there first. Still Franks. Back in board from Williams. Richardson nicked it away from Princess and O'Neill. Now, opportunity. And the ball has run on here. And here's a chance for Fitzsimmons. Still Fitzsimmons. It's taken a corner to stop her. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, scoring in the first game. She would deserve it. She's a great player. She's a great human. Yeah.
Now, well, it was a set piece that got Uni's goal earlier tonight. It was a free kick on that occasion. Can they get it right with this corner in the last 5 minutes? O'Neill and Panagakos get close to goal. Sarush gives the signal. Can O'Neill get there? No. Comes out to Bouchereau, so Uni still have it. Bouchereau puts it back in. It's not a bad ball. Robertson got it away. Throw in for Birks. Do you have a set of signals from the corners that you all know? There's a lot of different ones that get used.
Yeah, we actually have different.
You don't have to tell me what they are.
No, I wasn't going to, but we definitely have different things we do. Yeah.
Now, Birks trying to get away up the attacking right through Applin. He'll get the throw. Can they get a ball in? Uni have the numbers and they're going to be able to clear. Throw in. Day to take. Applin, that's nice. Chance to get the ball in. Probably wants the left though. Applin gets back on board. Reardon is there. Oh, chance. Reardon just has to take it a little bit away from goal. Parensis goes from distance. Goal kick. And Lena Radler here just kicking every ball and riding every challenge with her uni teammates that are out there. Just under a bit of pressure at the moment. Panagakos wins that header though. Oh, it's going to break to Applin. Here's a chance for Vogelsang. It's 2-1 to Birks, and Lena Vogelsang may have just got the winner. They've had to come from behind. But Birks have found the way through to what looks like being the 3 points this evening. And it's Lena Vogelsang. Well, Lena, what can I say? Your friend, but against your team.
Yeah, well, she's a great player. We saw it coming. They had the better chances. They finished. Yeah.
Well, I was just about to announce the Power Player of the Match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, and I gave Lena Radler, my co-commentator here, the decision, and even before that goal went in, that we can confirm that the Power Player of the Match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, is Lena Vogelsang, and has capped off an excellent performance with what could be the match winner. But there is still 90 seconds to play, plus whatever amount of stoppage time is added by referee Alexander Diamond. There have been a few substitutions. Birks could be in second spot tonight. I will sort of mention what the ladder will look like, because Adelaide Comets are still losing late in the game to Salisbury Inter over at LJ Hooker Myland Stadium. So after these two games are completed, if they stay as they are, Birkalla would actually go into second place on 12 points, with Comets and Adelaide Uni on 11. Metro United, who are on 10, they're still to play tonight, and they're playing at Adelaide City. So it's a fascinating situation on the WNPLSA ladder. That's a pretty late challenge there, and I think is going to be a definite yellow card for for Caitlin Reardon. And it also gives Adelaide Uni a chance for a set piece. You really just got to get everybody forward here, don't you?
Yeah, last seconds, last minutes. Everyone on top, please.
Well, they've kept two players at home. I'm not sure that I would be doing that.
Yeah, we probably have some extra time as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, there is goal difference, but you lose 3-1, it's not much worse than losing 2-1. Here's Sarusha's free kick. Can Uni get a dramatic late equaliser here? It's in a good area. And the headers come down. There's players everywhere. Here's O'Neill, back to goal, trying to just get it back towards a black shirt, but it's been cleared by Mabel Day. Burke, first time up the wing to O'Neill. Back to Panagakos is good. They're just trying to keep the pressure on, but Burks have held up well there. O'Neill just can't quite get hold of it. Ball came to her quickly. It might break to Sarush. O'Neill gets the ball out to the right. Richardson! Just wide. Great play by O'Neill. And Richardson's shot just went across the face. We are in stoppage time here. Also in stoppage time at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park, where Salisbury into the visitors lead Comets 1-0. The visitors lead here too. Burks by 2-1. Goals to Bilardo, and player of the match, Lena Vogelsang, to overturn the deficit from going behind from Chloe Richardson's first half header for Uni. But Uni have got very close to an equaliser there. There might still be a minute or two for them to push forward and try to make it 2-2. Burke's throw. They'll gain some metres there. They get on with it quickly. Can O'Neill get... Well, the ball's been brought back. I'm not sure why. Well, I think it's been to allow Burks to make a substitution, but that's come at a bit of a disadvantage to Adelaide Uni. So 2 late changes for Burks, who are just trying to use these changes to kill any momentum that... You can see that Sophie Betterman's one of the players that's come on, and it might be Marie Porniotis as well. Another Uni throw. Well, they've got about 4 players sitting in defence, Uni. I really feel like right now they should just get them into the penalty area.
Yeah, I agree.
They might have a corner here depending on whether the ball's hit the corner flag and stayed on the throw inside of the flag. It's actually finished at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park, and Salisbury Inter have won that game 1-0. That's just going to bunch the ladder up even further. Goodness, what an exciting competition it is this year. Ball's up in the air. Can it find the black shirt? As Uni push for an equaliser. Bouchereau. Trying to get an angle to get the ball in, but defence holds up there. Simmons. Goldsmith now to launch one surely. Papageorgiou. It's out to the attacking left, and Fitzsimmons wants to get the ball clipped over. It wasn't a bad idea, but it was headed away. Vogelsang calmly finds Applin. Applin now. Chance on the right here for Burks. Can they get across in? They're going to get a corner though, and that's probably even better because it's going to run down the clock. Only 2 players in the area, and they might just use this chance to kill the ball in the corner flag. And that is full time. A come from behind victory from West Torrens Birkalla, who will at least temporarily go to second on the Apex Steel WNPLSA ladder with their 4th win in a row. It was Adelaide Uni that took the lead through Chloe Richardson in the 28th minute, but Talia Bilardo with the equaliser in the 61st, and a late winner to player of the match, Lena Vogelsang, has meant that Burks will take the 3 points back down Anzac Highway to Jack Smith Park, and they will go on to face Flinders United there next weekend, while Adelaide University will be playing here again on Friday night against Adelaide Comets. Well, unfortunately, Lena Radler, your team has suffered defeat tonight. What did you make of the full 90 minutes, though?
It was an interesting game. We had a great night of soccer. That's what it is all about. Yeah, unfortunately not the result we have hoped for, but we will keep practicing and working. And yeah, it's a really tight league, so everything is possible.
It is absolutely, and of course, even despite that loss, you're really still only 1 point out of second place because it is a really tight league, and you have every opportunity to come back and build your way forward. I mean, nothing changes the fact that as much as I'm sure that Uni are disappointed with the loss, but it still has been a really positive start to the season.
Yeah, no, I agree. We started really well and surprised, and yeah, it's just so much fun to watch the girls and hopefully play with them soon.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun having you here as co-commentator today, Lena. I think you're pretty good at this, so you might want to do this a bit more often.
No, I enjoyed it as well, and yeah, thanks for having me.
No, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on. So just recapping the final score here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's West Torrens Birkalla defeating Adelaide University by 2-1. But don't go anywhere. If you're enjoying the WMPL action tonight, come off this stream, and very shortly the stream will commence for the second match at this venue, and that's between Flinders United and West Adelaide. Can't wait to bring that one to you. But whatever happens, enjoy Female Football Week and have a great rest of the weekend.